I still have the Knicks making the NBA championship and winning it all.
As we move into conference finals, I am concerned about your Knicks. Against the Pacers, this is right where they broke down last year. I'm watching Josh Hart get bloodied in the face. I'm watching Tom Thibodeau leave his starters in until a 2 minute mark of a blowout game. I'm sitting here, I'm watching them have to play an extra game on Friday night in Madison Square Garden. Tyrese Halliburton and those guys enjoy playing New York. They enjoy playing the big market, being the underdog, and now they're seasoned. They thrive in this position. And New York already has that lack of depth, like you were just talking about. And now they're having to have a third round series after playing potentially 12 to 13 playoff games already, where they have to play the fastest team in the NBA. And that's exactly why I'm taking the Pacers in 6. I hate that I'm picking against your Knicks every time we come on this podcast, but they have earned this Celtics series. They've taken a step. And because of that Tatum injury, prayers up to him, I think their window just got a lot more pressure put on it.
The biggest thing that I'm worried about is breaking down. Jalen Brunson has took a couple of shots throughout the playoffs where he's got it hurt, and the ankle is an injury that he's dealing with. Against a team that full court presses, that pushes the pace, it's going to be very tough on him. So there are some major advantages the Pacers have in that series, and the Knicks are going to have to be prepared for it, and they're going to have to play their best brand of basketball. I don't think that throughout these playoffs we've gotten a consistent team. Against the Pistons, they weren't consistent. They came back in fourth quarters, much like the Celtics series. You can argue Celtics and Knicks, this playoff series, for most of the time, the Celtics have looked like the better team on the court. And I think that the Knicks are living on an edge that they can't keep relying on. So I'm hopeful that against Indiana, which their offense is much better, I think, than any team they've played so far. I think it's also a weaker defense. I think Karl Anthony Towns should impose his will on Siakam or Miles Turner. I think Jalen Brunson should have his way with whoever's guarding him. I think it's an easier defense. And the Knicks, I'm still going with them to make the NBA Finals.
I think it's a nightmare matchup for them because of the pace of play. We're talking about lack of depth and playing all of these guys 40 plus minutes now for the 8th month in a row, and they're going against the fastest team in the NBA. Yes, it's an easier defense, but it doesn't matter if the Pacers are going to be coast to coast through off a made basket. I think the Pacers, I have them winning in 6. And if it was Cleveland, I would feel so much better for the Knicks, not just because it's 2020 vision and Cleveland just lost in 5 games, but because I have watched that New York Cleveland series before. I think guys like, by the way, Jared Allen, Hall of Fame shrink job in this series, but I've seen guys like that be scared to go into the Garden. I don't think the Pacers are scared to go into the Garden. And even though the Knicks have revenge on their minds, their bodies may not allow them to. And watching Tom Thibodeau do what he does at the end of that game 5 is something that I actually took away from a blowout game. And I usually don't take away much from blowout games.
I think you have every right to feel that way. The Patriots have shown, I think, the most of any team in the playoffs
By far.
consistently that they have been, you can argue, the best team in the playoffs. So I think the Pacers are underrated. It's unfortunate that the Knicks are going to have to eliminate them, but they got a chance to go to the NBA Finals. I'm not going to knock them, and I'm not going to overlook this matchup.
Unfortunate that the Knicks have to eliminate them. How many games did they eliminate them?
I think it goes 7.
I think if the
I
Knicks
think
win,
it goes 7.
7. And I do want to be clear. I've texted you on the side off air. This is not just a bit. I do want the Knicks to win. I'm just predicting the Pacers to win. I'd much rather watch a Knicks Thunder series or Knicks Timberwolves series. I think the Knicks Timberwolves would be the dream finals matchup with the teams left off, obviously, a few months after they make that blockbuster offseason trade. But I do want the Knicks to win. I just got the Pacers in 6.